I'm Ouedraogo Jean-Claude Romary, and I'm from Burkina Faso, so in West Africa. I have a medical background that I completed with some studies in environmental health and in public health in Ghana. That was with a focus on infectious diseases of poverty with TDR. So that's where I learned about implementation research and things around the issues that can go with implementing sort of the interventions. So currently I'm involved in some research about herbal medicine, about infectious diseases, and about environmental health in Burkina Faso. And I'm pursuing a PhD in epidemiology. So that's shortly what I could say about myself. So when I came back from Ghana, my master's in public health, I got the opportunity to start a PhD, and that it has about dengue fever, because in Burkina, these last years we are facing serious epidemics due to dengue fever. So the PhD is focused on, like, let's say two studies. Like the first round will be about secondary data. So I will go for time series analysis on the dengue fever from 2016 to 2021 or 2022. So that's where the reports on dengue were really interesting. And then I will go to the field for a kind of field epidemiology to investigate dengue fever cases, and then to go around the cases to see their contacts, if some of them are experiencing dengue fever without presenting a fever. So a kind of asymptomatic dengue. So that's like the focus of my PhD. So I started it in 2021. It's supposed to end around 2024. So 3 years PhD. And yeah, so I'm doing my all my best to end it in time. Yeah. So. Okay, so I have to say that when I was going for this master's, I knew I knew few things about implementation research. So that's where seriously I learned about it. And now, since I'm working on public health, so it's something that I'm using almost every day. So even my PhD, the field work thing, implementation research guided me to design better my study on the field work. So I think if it's helping me. It's helping me because I'm using the skills as I learned there for my everyday work and even for my research. So it was very interesting. Okay, so yeah, so the IR platform, I check it sometimes, but I have to be honest. Is when I receive emails from the platform. It's mostly when I receive emails from the platform that I check. Yeah, but last time after the meeting, I went again to check better the platform, to know what the platform is offering, and I think now that I will be using it because I see there are forums about jobs and the community and all that. So I think now I will be using it more frequently. And I shared it with, I shared the link with some of my people that are a bit connected to TDR because they underway some, let's say, some short training about implementation research. So I also shared the link with them. And I think with all of that, the platform will gain in terms of usage. Yeah, I think that's a serious issue because sometimes the people, the alumni, they are connected in the same batch, but there is no interaction with the other batches in the same, from the same university, and sometimes I don't really see interaction with the other universities. So that's a serious issue that we have to take into account. And I think it was interesting that the last meeting with the batch reps suggested to have to connect the WhatsApp pages. Yeah, so I think that's something interesting. And maybe from the TDR group, they can have some grants that is let's say forcing people to work together. Like if from the call they said that IR alumni from different universities have to apply together. I think these are things that will help people to get to get work together, because now we are a community. We are supposed to be a community, and we have to interact with each other from different places, from different countries, and I think that is still an issue that we have to look for solutions. Okay, so I think I can have some trainings that they post in their from the platform. Like it should be some short trainings, like some MOOC. Yeah, from there that can focus on specific topics that will be interesting. And I think that's mostly what I'm seeing. I think we discussed no long ago about like sending emails anytime that there are new information from the platform. So that will help us interact, like we get us to the platform more frequently. So something else. Yeah, I think that's what I have in mind right now. So maybe later, if I find anything else, I will share. From my career, okay, but something that we discussed when we were in Ghana after the masters. Like some of us wanted to go for PhD, but they didn't find a channel to go for it. So I don't know if it's possible from TDR to find a way to allow the alumni to pursue their PhD specifically on implementation research. Yeah, because it's not interesting that they just go for the masters and later they want to continue, and there is like a kind of there is no way to continue. So that's not really interesting. So me, I got to start my own because in Burkina we have a national research farm. So that's where I submitted my own project, thesis project, and I got funds from there to do my PhD. So if like, I don't know if in all the countries there are opportunities like that, but if there is some of the people that want to continue with their studies, that could be an example for them. Like they can look for the funds themselves and they can submit for grants and all that on the topic they want to work, and that will help them do their PhD. So about my own experience, that's what I have to share. Another thing is about publishing. If I see that some of the people I was in Ghana after the masters, some of them haven't published yet. So I'm just it's just a call for them to publish. If you are around the research settings, it's publications that will let people know you. So we have to publish. You have to let people see the work we are doing, and that's just a kind of call for my fellows from Ghana and from the other universities, the alumni, TDR alumni. And I think publication will also be a good thing for TDR because they founded the studies, and that's not good that the data just sleep in our laptops. So that these are the two things I had to share. The main thing that I can share is me. I'm from a French-speaking country, so Burkina Faso. We are francophone. So when in our studies like secondary and primary, we study English, but it's mostly from writing. So the speaking is not or was not that good. So when I was going for the masters in Ghana, I was almost not able to speak in English. So when I got to the airport and the taxi driver came to me, I was unable to explain him that I was going for the University of Ghana, and I was supposed to go to that or this hostel. So I just showed him my paper and where he picked a phone number to call the person responsible for teacher students from the University of Ghana, and the person explained where he was supposed to to drop me. And so just to say that this opportunity to do the masters in Ghana was very interesting for me, because now you can see that I can speak English. So behind learning about implementation research, learning about public health, biostatistics, epidemiology, I also learned English, and that was a good thing for me and for my career. So just to say that we shouldn't be scared about what we want. We just have to go further and to try. So if we are engaged, surely we win. So Mm, mm, so the lectures, grants,
Okay.
grants to implement what I learned. Reading, they have to read about IR to learn more about it. Epidemiological transition. To explain, we are facing both infectious diseases and non-transmissible diseases. They have to keep learning about the things they are interested on, IR and all other things. From the university, I don't know if it was because of COVID, but our program delayed small. Yeah, so the request will be to be sure that all programs end in time. Last time I saw that there is a job forum, so I think I enjoyed that, and yeah, and I received a lot of emails from the platform about job alerts. So I think that's interesting. Oh, not speak. I don't have something specific I don't like from there. Yeah. So you just have to make sure to have interactions from the platform. I think when I want something, I go for it. I'm engaged if I want. Maybe I like being behind, like I don't I don't show myself. I think that's not good every time, because some people will not know you if you don't you don't talk, you don't communicate, you don't show who you are. So music or reading books. If I'm stressed, if I listen to some songs, I can be happy, or reading books.